out in the ball game. Take me out with the ground. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't get if I ever get me root for the home team. If they don't win it again, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3 strike you out of the old ball game.
So there you are at Whataburger Field, with your hot dog and drink at hand, waiting for the Corpus Christi Hooks to make their entrance onto the baseball diamond. And you hear this voice. That voice you hear is your Hooks public address announcer, Amy Montez Frye. And although the job as PA announcer sounds fun, which it is, and I can attest to that as a former PA announcer myself, but it's a lot of fun work.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It's the best. I mean, getting paid to come in and have like the best view in the house, and I look forward to it every game day. Every day I'm here is just the best.
Amy has held that position for several seasons, and fans have responded to her presence in a positive way. But her first attempt to secure the job in 2014 didn't go as planned, but she persevered.
So in 2019, towards the end of 2019, 2020, they held the auditions, and I was like, we are making this happen. And so I feel like I was like hungrier. I wanted it a lot more than the first time around, because I feel like I was so close that first time around. And then this time I was like, no, we're going to make it happen. We got to do it.
Amy has the distinction of being the first female PA announcer for the Corpus Christi Hooks, and was featured during a Houston Astros game, interviewed about that job by Astros sideline reporter Julia Morales. The fans, she adds, have been very accepting.
I feel like fans have enjoyed it, but yeah, I feel like they've gotten more used to it now. It's not as rare now. It's not. I feel like people are coming to the ballpark, and it's something that's like part of the norm now.
What a lot of Hooks fans don't realize, up in the press box, there are lots of moving parts. And right in the center of that little hurricane is the PA announcer.
One of my biggest challenges was like locking in to the script, because there's so much movement and noises going on behind you with the production crew and the promo crew and everybody, just the hustle and bustle of like the people that are doing the scoreboard, the music, all of that stuff. So locking in, I just had to, it's this weird little shift in my brain now where I can't hear what I'm saying, but like I just have to know that my brain is reading it. It's a weird thing to describe.
And although baseball is only a few months long, she'll split the season with another announcer. But Amy looks to possibilities, like a future in larger venues as a PA announcer.
This past year, I did the Southland Conference for women's basketball, the Women's Basketball Championship. That was so fun. It was like a week of just announcing basketball, and I had so much fun doing that. So I feel like MLB, NBA, like WNBA, the sky's the limit.
Amy's job is important in that it connects Hooks fans to their favorite players when she announces the next at-bat and pushes the fans in the stands to take part in the many events that happen during the course of a Hooks game at Whataburger Field. Next, we talk to a man who's on the radio for the Hooks, Michael Coffin, the Hooks Director of Communications, and his game prep.
Here's Luis Castro. Castro fanned in the first.
That voice on the radio is Corpus Christi Hooks Director of Communications Michael Coffin, probably one of the longest tenured employees with the Hooks. He started back in 2007 as an intern and has since been a major part of the team's broadcasting unit for the past 18 years.
I really didn't have a concept of minor league baseball. I grew up loving the game and following the Astros every day and was huge fans of the Astros and their broadcasters, but just getting the full minor league experience and just how personal it is here. And I was just impressed by our staff. They did so many things and wore so many different hats and were just professional. And, in the minor leagues, the same amount of stuff has to get done as in the big leagues. And I thought I had kind of an idea of what it takes, but I had zero clue. And so just being able to work here was a front row seat at being a professional and working in baseball, and it's been a joy.
While Michael did start off as an intern and eventually became a full-fledged employee. He learned a great deal from the Hooks' first radio broadcaster, Matt Hicks. Hicks left the Hooks organization in 2012 to join the Texas Rangers radio broadcast team, leaving Michael in the main seat, something that he shares now with former Sinton baseball coach Gene Kasparek. Michael says he learned quite a bit from Hicks before his departure.
He loved being around the game, and just like me, and just a wonderful guy to learn from, and just the professionalism that he brought, the passion for the game, and most importantly, he showed me the importance of detail.
While broadcasting baseball games sounds like plenty of fun, just like the PA announcer, there's lots of preparation going into every baseball game. It's one of the constants in that position.
The great thing about baseball is we're very routine oriented, so you have that kind of, little guy in the back of your head saying, okay, it's 2 o'clock, you should be doing this, or it's 3:30, you should be doing that. So the fact that I've been doing it for 18 seasons, that's a huge benefit for me. I can anticipate things that are going to be happening. But the PR side, it's the most challenging thing for me. Like filling up a blank page and writing stuff is not my forte. But it makes me a better broadcaster. And I feel like, when I spend 2.5 hours, 3 hours on the game notes or printing stat packs, it informs me well, for first pitch.
If there's a reason not to be present at a Hooks baseball game, the next best alternative is tuning into the broadcasts. The one thing about Michael is his unique vocal style that differs somewhat from other broadcasters, as opposed to many broadcasters having a certain and very similar vocal range.
My son made this great comment a few weeks ago. He's like, "Hey, Dad, why do all the broadcasters sound the same except for you?" And I'm like, "Well, you know me very personally, but play-by-play." I always think of, one of my mentors, Dennis Higgins from the Tulsa Drillers. He's always says play-by-play is personality by personality. And even Vin Scully said the one thing that you can bring to the broadcast that nobody else can bring, it's your personality.
Although there's a lingering possibility that Michael could one day be part of a Major League Baseball team's broadcasting crew, it comes down to wait and see. And while he's optimistic, he's also realistic.
If an opportunity comes up in the big leagues, obviously, it'd be a dream come true. But I'm living my dream right now. And as a kid, I set out to broadcast baseball every day, and it's just been a privilege to be able to do that. I've gotten a great opportunity working with the Astros for spring training games and regular season, producing World Series broadcasts. So I'm just thankful for the Astros for all the opportunities that I've been given, and I look forward to that door opening soon if it ever happens. But if not, my wife Miranda and my 2 kids, Joseph and Sophia, Corpus Christi's home.
And the 2 varied sides of bringing information to fans in real time continue throughout the season. The fans who are either at the game or listening on the radio are appreciative of the work by both these professionals. Next time, we'll talk to the man in charge of the entire operation at Whataburger Field, General Manager Brady Ballard, on the next segment of Day in the Life. I'm Lon Gonzalez for KEDT News.